So, lose weight fast and you'll just put it all back on and more. Or will you? I want to put this myth to bed once and for all. From this point on, ignorance can no longer be an excuse. If you continue to tell your clients that losing weight fast is less effective than losing it slowly, then you're part of the problem. It's not just my opinion either. It's also that of many leading researchers. Recently at the European Congress on Obesity in Prague, researchers pleaded with health professionals to stop telling people this. The fact is that losing weight fast is the most successful way to lose weight, and by telling people not to lose it fast, you're reducing their chance of success, as shown in the University of Melbourne's recent research released just last year. They found that those who lost it fast had an 80% chance of losing at least 15% of their body weight, whilst only 50% of those who lost it gradually were successful. That means that 50% of the people whose goal was to lose about 15 kilos in 36 weeks failed to do so, whilst 80% of those who had to lose 15 kilos in just 12 weeks were successful. I'm sure some of you are saying, yeah, I bet they put it all back on just as fast. But in fact, they were measured over the course of the next 3 years, and the rate of regain was exactly the same in both groups. Losing weight fast has absolutely nothing to do with whether a person will regain it quickly or not. I know some people would be concerned that these people who were losing it fast would have lost more muscle and less fat than the gradual group. But the researchers reported that there were no significant differences between the changes in fat-free mass and fat mass or other anthropometric measurements between the two groups. Which takes me back to Prague. Researchers from the Netherlands presented their recent study that once again proved that losing weight fast does not lead to faster weight regain. These researchers and those from the Melbourne study both advise that current dietary recommendations need to be reviewed. But these findings aren't just recent. Back in 1992, researchers from Philadelphia found that greater weight loss in the first month was strongly associated with greater weight loss 1 year on. Yet can you believe we are still being advised to lose it slow? It's no wonder we have such an obesity epidemic. It was back in 2006 that I first worked out that this just didn't make sense. I was taught that slow was best through my personal training days and then through university, but my clients just weren't getting the results I was supposed to. So I started looking at the research for myself, and the results that followed really blew me away. And you can just imagine how my patients felt. It was tough back then though, because people would label me dangerous and thought I lacked knowledge. I was really on the outer, but the results kept coming. And after training 2 winners from 2 attempts on The Biggest Loser, people started listening a little more. The advice given by many in the industry didn't change though, and whilst my clients were dropping loads of weight and reducing their medications just as fast, others in the industry were still in the dark, and I would get regular emails from trainers telling me that I was part of the problem. But look who's laughing now. Study after study have all reported the same thing. Lose weight fast and you increase your ability to succeed, not only in the short term, but in the long term too. So in addition to these studies I've mentioned before, we've also had research from Denmark in 97, US in 98, 2000 from Denmark, the US again in 2003, the Netherlands in 2003, Sweden in 2005, Canada 2005, the US 2010, the US 2013, and again the US in 2013. So the results are there. But safety is important. It's not as easy as just dropping calories and smashing your clients with exercise. There are issues with gallstones and those with the back, hip, knee and lower leg injuries that often come with carrying that extra weight. But there are also the medical conditions such as type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure or hypertension, heart or respiratory issues, just to name a few. Then there's the effect the weight loss and meal plan content can have on the medications they're taking too. So it's important that you stick to your training level when giving that advice. Otherwise, the results could be fatal. Meal plan amount and content will also affect a range of medical conditions, and simply putting clients through hard sessions will increase the risk of injury. It reduces their enjoyment of exercise, and if the soreness is severe, it will reduce the amount they move each day, which goes right against what we're trying to achieve in the first place. So the takeaway message is, current and past research proves that fast weight loss is not only safe if done correctly, but also the best way to go if you want to make sure you reach your goal weight. If you'd like to check the research out for yourself, you can find it here.